Welcome everyone. I hope you are doing great and you are in a great health. So today I'm having a new story, namely problems in life. So without further ado, let us start.
Once there lived a boy in a town. One day he came to visit his grandfather during his summer holiday. He used to play with his grandfather all the time. One day he asked his grandpa, Grandpa, when I grown up, I want to be a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful? Grandpa said, Yes, and took the boy with him to the nearby nursery. His grandpa brought his grandpa bought two plants and came back home. Then he planted one plant in a pot and kept it inside the house and kept the second plant outside the house. Then asked the boy, What do you think? Which of these two plants will grow better in future? Boy kept thinking for some time and then said, The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from every danger, while plant outside is at risk of many things like strong sunlight, storm, rain, and animals. Grandpa smiled and said, Let us see what happens in future. After that, the boy left from there. After some years, boy came to visit his grandfather again. When boy saw his grandfather, he asked him, Grandpa, last time I asked you a question how to be successful in life, but you didn't tell me anything. But this time you have to tell me. Grandfather smiled and said, Sure, but first let us take a look at plants that we bought from the nearby nursery. Saying this, Grandpa took Boy to the place where he had planted small plants in a pot. They saw that the small plant had turned into a big plant. Then he took the boy to the plant which they had planted outside. They saw that a big tree had grown out of a small plant. Its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to passerby. Now Grandpa looked at Boy and asked, Tell me which plant grew more, which is more successful, replied the one we planted outside. But Grandpa, how is this possible? That plant have faced so many dangers, still it grew so big. Grandfather smiled and said, Yes, plant outside has to face many things, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. Plant outside had freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storm and heavy rain made its roots even stronger. Today it is so strong that a small storm cannot cause any harm to it, while the plant we planted inside remained small and it is weak too because it did not withstand the heavy storms, rain, and the strong sunlight. Then grandfather looked at his grandson and said, My son, always remember that unless you struggle in life, unless you go through the difficulties, you too will not be able to achieve success in your life. If you will make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as you can. And if you are ready to struggle and go through difficulties, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve. Therefore, never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as stepping stones towards success. Boy took a long breath and started looking at tree. The words of his grandfather were echoing in his mind, obstacles which we consider as enemies in our life. The same obstacles make us stronger and more successful in our life. The story of two plants teaches us not to be not to be intimidated by challenges, but to embrace them as an opportunity to learn and grow. Like a plant that we planted outside had to face natural calamities, but with this, it also had the freedom to spread its roots and grow stronger, and thus it transformed into a strong and giant tree. But the plant that was planted inside was saved from natural calamities, but it remained small and weak. The more we face difficulties and challenges, the more the path of success will open for us. Thank you. Hope you will like it.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our video if you have liked the story. Thank you so much.